We go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Improv Chattanooga's virtual broadcast of Spoon River. Now, what this show is we're going to take you to a small town in anywhere USA. What? Oh my God. I've got. Okay, I'm talking in my own ear. So let me figure out where that is. Who's making noise? Oh, shut up.
Oh,
Hang on.
are we witnessing? Do we need
Yes.
to call someone?
No. Count the votes. No, okay. Here's the problem with Facebook is that it automatically turns the volume on, and I didn't have volume going for the thing. Nobody's watching this, so let's see here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a word from one of you guys out there in Radio Land, and then we're gonna do a series of scenes. We're gonna do a series of monologues and scenes based on that word. So let me get set up here. So we'll go to this. And our word to take you to get you started here for a little trip to our town of Spoon River, our word is gamma. We're going to start with the word gamma. David, the floor is yours.
The name's Alfred. Alfred James. And for the past 5 years, I've owned this here comic book store. And one of my most proud moments, well, not really a moment, one of my most proud accomplishments is to have the single largest collection of comic books from 1967 in the entire world. I don't know why I focus specifically on the year 1967. It holds no special place in my heart. I wasn't born until 84. My parents were born in the 50s. Nothing special happened in 1967 in my life, but one day I saw a Superman comic from 1967 and I said, hey, I'm gonna keep this. And then I got a Batman comic from that year, and then a Justice Society comic from that year. And then I realized I had 500 comics from the year 1967. And so that's actually here on the wall right here. You can see like thousands of comics just from the year 1967. I don't know. It's just something special about just having that collection and knowing that my life's work has been collecting all of these comics to document what comic book writers were thinking in 1 year.
Well, I didn't think being a science teacher would be that big of a deal in a town like Spoon River, but the kids have really been getting into it recently. They just make fun of Stevie the Science Man, or just, I think chemistry is cool. I think physical science is cool. I even think biology is cool. But why can't I get it through to these kids that it's as cool to me as it should be to them? Do I have to make a video game reference? Should I talk about the physics of Fortnite, or maybe the chemistry of Netflix? I don't know what to do anymore. I'm at my rope's end. I know it's just third grade, but maybe we could advance to surgeries and see if that interests them. They're a little sadistic, I won't lie. They keep throwing stuff at my head. They're aiming for my eyes. I don't know. I just always thought teaching would be a little different than it's turning out to be, unfortunately.
This town sucks. My parents moved here in 67. They had me. They had my brother, and like, seriously, there's nothing to do in this town. I just want to get out. Like, I spend every day really like in my room, just reading books, watching movies, playing on my PlayStation. And I mean, sometimes I'm just wishing the town would blow up and swallow me with it, because I think that'd be the most interesting thing that's happened since I've been alive. But every day I wake up and I'm still here. I'm still in Spoon River. Still got to go to school. Still got to see mum and dad. Still got to see all the boring things that never happen in this town. Like I could live anywhere other than this town and probably be happy. But like, no, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here in this one road. Spoon River.
Wow. People, they look at me and they ignore me. They don't think very much of old Clive here. They don't look at me like I'm a alpha male. They don't even look at me like I'm the beta male. Number 3, that's me, the gamma male. Gamma. Like nobody even talks about me. I'm not even under the consideration. Everyone looks past me, but I've got plans. I'm working on things. Pretty soon I'm cooking up something. And this town, Spoon River, they'll see something then. Oh, they won't look past old Clive then, I promise you this. Oh, yeah, things are gonna change, and when they change, oh yeah, they'll be talking. There'll be a new alpha, but I won't want to be called that. I will be the gamma male, and the gamma will be the new alpha. The Greeks will change the order of their alphabet. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I just sit here and I wait for the calls to come in. And I get a ton of calls, and I tell you what, every job I do just makes me sadder and sadder and sadder. Every time I get the call, hey Gordy, can you come round? I got an infestation in the kitchen. So I get the gamma gun and the smoke thing, and I get in the van, and I drive around there, and I get them all out, and I spray the roaches or the spiders or whatever it is, and I just sit there and I just watch them die, one by one. Sometimes I'll start naming them as they die, just to feel like I've done something for them, make up little stories about them. But at the end of the day, I gotta make a living, and there's a lot of roaches here in Spoon River.
So I've had my mom ask me what the point is of collecting all of these comics. And I tell her that, well, I guess it's just a document for me. It's a way to indicate that the creative urge across just multiple artists can't really be traced, but it can be documented in such a way as to give you a piece of the picture of what was going on in that year. And I know it's not a romantic topic. It's a niche topic at best. People look at the creepy looking comic book owner and they think, oh, that guy's a loser. He's never going anywhere. And it's true, I may never become rich. I may never become a professor. But I've got my wall, and I've got a lot of work that I've put into it. And I've written a lot about each of these artists. Like Dominic Spencer, right over here. He drew a comic called Astral Boy. It was a parody of the Astro Boy comic series, the manga from Japan. And his entire series was only 3 issues long. But in those issues, he talked about the concepts of racism, of poverty in America in 1967. And he did so in 15 pages. 15 pages to say all that.
Did you know kids these days, they see a VHS and they freak out because they don't know what it is, right? I figured I'd spice up the day for them, maybe just postpone the test until tomorrow. But I mean, how else am I going to play Bill Nye for him if the school is going to toss away the VCR? It makes no sense. How are these kids going to be educated by a good role model, like I was, and my grandfather before me, and all of my science ancestors? It's ridiculous. I can't work in these conditions. The mousetrap races are in a week. They were going to build carts powered by tiny little mousetraps. I can't trust these kids with mousetraps. I mentioned before, eyes, face, no. It's not going to happen. I'm going to have to figure out an alternative plan, but I could maybe schedule a field trip somewhere, but I mean, there's nothing here in Spoon River unless you want to learn about the quantum mechanics of the Waffle House. Anyone want to do that? Maybe, but not third graders. I sure would. I just need to, I don't know, I've got to restructure my teaching and just figure out how to reach these kids. I bought a PlayStation the other day, and I'm not a gamer, as the kids say, but if it means reaching out and trying to find a bright light in these kids, I'm going to do whatever it takes, except mousetraps. No.
Mr. Stevie had a breakdown in class the other day and was asking me about the best PlayStation games to get, and I wasn't really too sure what to suggest to him. I mean, if they had Bill Nye the Science Guy on PlayStation, I bet he'd be all over that. But I mean, we did have a nice conversation about who our role models are, and I told him that it was my dad. My name's Grace. Sorry, I don't think I've told you that. And I'm called Grace because it starts with the letter G, and my dad is Gordy, and he's the exterminator here in the town. And I'd say he's my hero because, I mean, no matter what, he manages to find work. I mean, I try not to look at the fact that, you know, his work is killing things. But like, yeah, I mean, he's always busy. He's always got work, and I mean, he's one of the best dads ever. But
so, what, you know, twiddling my thumbs, you know, not really achieving any progress. You know, there's lots of people around here. They look right past me. You know, I see people. They're busy. They're on their way to work. They're going into shops. They're buying things. They're picking up PlayStations that I wish I owned, but I don't. I don't have anything. And I suddenly start thinking, you know, what if I could impress someone? You know, I see people in this town. I see this girl I know. You know, her dad, he's a big shot. He kills things, and I think, like, I could do that. You know, these little bugs, they think they're big in this town, but then he shows them who's boss, and I'm like, that gives me one heck of a good idea. What if I went for something bigger? That would impress people. What if I took out people? So, say there's a beta male, and I suddenly remove them from the picture like a little cockroach, like a little bug, like a mosquito. Bang, and they're gone. I know. If I take out people, then I'll be the only one left. And then I'll be the alpha male. And everyone will say, hey, you know that guy? He's quite well known now. And you know why he's quite well known? Because he killed everyone. Then I'll be famous. Then they'll remember me.
Yeah, I know. Everyone in this town's like, hey, Gordy, you're the best. Kill the bugs, etc., etc. But I have to live up to that. I ain't no hero. But my little kid, Grace, she thinks I'm the bee's knees, or the cockroach's corpse, as I like to say. But so I gotta play up to it for her. And you know, I see a lot of things. I've been in pretty much every house in this town trying to get rid of these little cockroach guys, and I'm telling you, there's some weird stuff going on there. But there is one guy has a pretty neat comic collection, which I've got my eye on.
Freeze. Let's see a scene between Gordy and Alfred.
Hey, Mr. James.
Mr. Gordy.
You called about some kind of a problem. I assume it's bug related.
Yeah, of course. But first, your Powerpuff Girls comics showed up.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
great. They're for my daughter, by the. They're not for me.
Oh no, it's totally cool. I love these things myself. Like Grant
No, I
Morrison
don't.
actually wrote this one.
I really don't know what they are. Really, they are for my daughter.
Okay, that's cool. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I like them too.
That's
but here you
fine.
go.
That's great.
but
How much do I owe you for these?
you know what? It's on the house, man.
That's great. How's the collection going?
Oh, that's actually why I called you. So right there, my the section of my wall that's dedicated to the Green Lantern.
Oh yeah,
The
the green section.
Yeah, the green section. I've got Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter.
The other one.
Yeah, the other one. And, well, there's like an infestation of what looks like silverfish right there on like that, what was once Cherry comic.
Well, the thing is, Alfred, I'm not sure I know a way to get rid of the silverfish and save the comic. I think that's a bit too scientific for me.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Maybe you want to talk to Mr. Stevie down at the school. He's my daughter's science teacher. He knows all about this science stuff.
Mr. Stevie? The guy who likes the video gamer?
Yeah, he still uses the VCR. You know the one.
I'm no Luddite, Mr. Gordy, but I hate video games.
Freeze. Back to one-offs. Go.
Show me a man who doesn't cry when a glass beaker is thrown directly at his nose, and I'll show you a liar. I just hate that it got as out of hand as it did, but I have got to commend Grace. She is just a model student. She'll throw stuff at me, but I see where it's a half-hearted gesture to soften the blow, and I guess that counts for something. But
Freeze. Let's see a scene with Grace.
Did you always want to be a science teacher?
I mean, yeah. Who doesn't want to be a science teacher?
But like you know how they tell us that you should do something you're really good at? Like Mr.
Yeah.
Stevie, you're not good at teaching science.
I'm sorry. Do you see the periodic table right here? I know half
Yes.
of that.
You know it, but you didn't write it, did you? See, look, that Bunsen burner looks a lot better now that it's smashed against your periodic table.
And not fluoride. Ow! 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 Where do we keep the Band-Aids?
In the red box over there.
Okay, maybe science isn't something I'm naturally good at, but what else is there to do?
But it's not just science, it's teaching, because everyone else bunked class and it's just you and me here. And you haven't addressed that with anyone. You never go tell the head teacher, you never take a register.
What's register?
Attendance, the attendance list.
More or less, seats are filled, so...
But Clive has not been in this class all year. He attended one class and then he started this world domination theory and then
I'd like to counter that Clive is a problem student and he really scares me.
Okay. So, progress today. And I'm keeping this video log just so everyone will remember me. Everyone will remember me. So, I've been following around some people, and Mr. Gordy, right? He's got all these chemicals. So I went into the shops and I got this spray, And I sprayed this cat. It scratched me, but I think that's progress. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some of the real stuff from. I'm gonna steal it from the back of his truck, and if he tries to stop me, then.
So, something kind of odd's happening with my cat. And I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to be growing in size, and I don't know, it just seems bigger than it did a few hours ago, and it's kind of
Freeze.
sort of...
Freeze, that's my bad. I thought you'd see that I'd spot... you and Clive, sorry.
Oh,
I thought
hey,
you'd see
Clive. I was just saying, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what I was saying, Clive?
Yeah, you know, your cat. Like,
Pay attention.
We could take it out. Like,
What's wrong
I
with
do
you,
be honest.
Clive? You're just daydreaming all the time. I'm trying to talk to you, and you're just staring into space.
No. It's like I could, like, if your cat's a problem, then you know you're dealing with the cockroaches, and if you want someone to deal with something bigger, I could be like,
Empty out your pockets, Clive. What's that?
it's bug spray.
It's not just any bug spray, though, is it? What does
No.
it say on the front?
Oh, well, it's
Gamma
a long one.
spray is what that is, Clive.
Well,
That
yes,
is the most dangerous substance in my garage, and you're trying to steal it. And I know that
it's
you
electromagnetic radiation. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is the good stuff.
And you sprayed it on Mr. Tiddlewinks.
Yeah, because he'll like mutate his genes and then he'll die. He'll melt.
That is my special concoction. That's what makes me the best exterminator in this town.
I know.
The
I'm
reason
doing
being-
this to impress Grace.
Grace would be more impressed if you went back to school and did your learning.
Do you know? Maybe you're right. Maybe
You go back and you join that class and you learn science the right way, not stealing from an old man's garage
Okay.
and not spraying his cat. Now, we might have a problem with this cat because that stuff makes things grow in size in order to make them easier to kill. It's a gamma thing.
Oh, I kind of, I got it all over.
All over what?
Well, everything. There was this guy in the streets when the cat sprayed. The cat scratched me. I sprayed this guy. Like,
What guy?
I don't know. It's a
Just
guy.
one guy?
It's just one guy, but like he was in a crowd of people. You know, there was the guy with the beard, the school teacher. There was loads of them there.
This is cat.
Catastrophic.
So, it's been a really bad day. Got sprayed with something. And I still haven't talked to the gamer. The only way that I'm gonna be able to preserve my history, my historical collection, the only way that I'm gonna make sure to preserve this for future generations is to talk to the gamer.
Freeze, okay. Talk to the gamer.
Hey, Alfred. Hey, it's been a while. How you doing, man?
Hey, Stevie.
What?
Yeah,
What's wrong? You seem a little distressed. And
you know what's wrong. You know how I feel about your hobby.
I can explain. I am not a true gamer. Do you see live streams on Twitch? Do you see over-ear headphones? No. It's for the kids, so I can relate to them and understand them a bit and see if I can connect on some level.
Damn it, scientist. You know full well that it's a gateway drug. First, you have the video games so you can talk to the kids. Then you suddenly find yourself playing Mario Brothers just to see how it feels. And then soon you're mainlining Halo and you're naked in the middle of a crack den. Where does it end, Stevie?
I'll have you know I'm taking caution measures. I only purchased PlayStation. We all know Microsoft would never allow Halo on PlayStation. I promise. Look at me, man. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I wish I could say that I believed you without any hesitation, Stephen. I really do. I wish that it could go back to the old times.
So I've got 2 games that I like to play quite a lot. One is Grand Theft Auto, because you just get to drive into people with no consequences. Just so much fun. And the other is The Sims, because you can kind of build a building around one person and just kind of burn it, or like blow it up, or just like watch them die because you haven't fed them and they haven't gone to a job. I mean, it's quite interesting. I wonder what would happen if that happened in our town, where just, everyone got locked up in a building and nothing really happened.
Freeze.
But I mean,
let's see a scene between Grace and Clive.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, so I figured I'd try coming back to school again.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
fine.
well, not really, it's just that, I spoke with your dad and I really respect him.
Well, my dad is my hero. Like, he's...
Mine too. I wish he was my dad.
Oh.
Oh, but not like biologically,
Oh, yeah, because that would be awkward.
Yeah, but like legally, like in law or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You look a little taller than when I last saw you.
Yeah. I had a growth spurt.
I hear boys get that your age.
Yeah. Just if you're helping your dad out ever, just don't drop things by your feet.
Oh, yeah, I learned that the hard way. I don't know if you've ever noticed, so one of my feet is a size 5 and one's a size 12. Because, he's got this weird, like, gamma electrical liquidy thing. I mean, I wasn't listening to him when he told me what it was called. But yeah, when I was 3, I accidentally, like, knocked it off. We had a cat that liked to knock things off the shelf, and I was copying it, and it landed on my feet. And
is that the cat that's got like the giant paw?
Yeah, Mr. Fluffy. Yeah, he did have one giant paw, but recently his body seems to have managed to catch up with the size of the paw, and I'm like a bit worried about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, did cats have growth spurts as well?
Yeah, I guess so. So I was like thinking that we could just for class, we could do something like really big, maybe like a project together.
Like a diorama.
Or a bomb.
I'll admit, it's nice to see a full classroom again, but Clive's activity has really been more than likely illegal, to say the least. I know the projects are due at the end of the week, but he's got this mad look in his eyes as if he's passionate about something else other than a B in science.
Freeze. Let's see Clive and Mr. Stevie.
Hey, you wanted to speak to me?
Yeah, there's quite a few wires coming out of that box, Clive. I'm just checking in to make sure your project is.
It's kind of like it's a work in progress. You don't want to open it before the big reveal for when we're showing.
Now, see, big reveal is a little suspect to me because this is only an elementary school science fair. But
yeah. But you got to think big. You got to think like an alpha male. Because I look at you, and I was just thinking like, wow, I could just explode with excitement.
Me?
Yeah,
you look at me as a role model.
You're a role model, Mr. Gordy, but he's out there, those who can teach and all that, and I've learned so much from him, and and I'd been missing school, and I just figured if I could just get you to, and yeah,
I've got to admit, I had my reservations about you, but I mean, whatever this is, you're obviously passionate about it. Whatever, I mean, as the teacher, I am limited, but whatever I can do to help, I'll be here if you need me, okay?
Oh wow. Well, I was thinking, could you smell this chemical and just tell me if it smells good?
Yeah, sure. It's.
Okay.
Oh, that's.
Oh, it's a big day today. I'm very excited. They're having a big science show and tell at school. I'm gonna go along. All the parents are coming, and I'm really excited. I love seeing what Gracie comes up with. I'm sure she's done something amazing. I've been worried about her recently. All the video games she plays, and she just likes running people over. And I just wonder if my profession is sort of affecting her somehow. The other day, I knocked on her bedroom door and I went in, and she was playing The Sims, but she just trapped a guy in a room and watched him die. Very disturbing.
Let's see a scene between Gordy and Gracie and Mr. Stevie at the science fair.
Mr. Stevie, good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Gordy. How you been?
Oh, I've been great. Business is good as usual. I'm very excited. Grace, you all set?
Yeah, I just need to open the box, Dad.
Don't open it too soon. Let people gather round to see it first.
Freeze! Freeze! Clive enters as... Oops, no, crap. Okay, let's do this then. Everybody's there at the science fair for the big reveal.
As many people as we can get around here, please, show us your project.
Okay,
Hey, Clive. Good to see you
well,
back at school. I see you took my advice. Good boy.
I followed your advice because I realized that if I was going to make an impact, this was the place.
Good. Well, I look forward to it.
Mr. Stevie, I'd like to show you mine before we look at Clive's, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Clive, of course, that's okay with you.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like, it can wait. Like, what's like an extra 3 minutes,
Well, I can be quick. I mean, you're always talking about synergy, Mr. Stevie, and so I took an idea that Clive had, and he did mention the B word, bomb, and what I thought was, wouldn't that be interesting to see what would happen if a cat had swallowed an explosive, and how much damage that could do to the inside of a school? So, in 2 minutes, Mr. Fluffy here in the box is going to explode, and a bit like Schrodinger's cat. If we don't open the box, does it really happen? And if we do open the box,
this is a thought experiment, Gracie, right?
it's an experiment
Of thought.
I've inspired psychology.
Yeah,
you have. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that this room kind of looks like a box? So anyone from the outside, they wouldn't know if we're both alive or dead at the same time.
These
box
kids,
in a box.
honestly, Mr. Stevie, I don't know what you're teaching them, but this is incredible. I mean, they're really thinking outside the box.
I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I never would have predicted this, but they've come so far, and I'm so proud of them. They made
Gracie, I'm proud.
Wait, Steven,
Oh,
are they
thanks.
talking about detonating a damn bomb in here?
Yeah.
I
30
don't know if I can
seconds.
wait anymore. Now
Not
I'm going to
literally.
show you Gamma.
Oh, that's literal.
Oh,
You never were good with the
Really, I
wires,
need-
Clive.
I need 2 more minutes.
15 seconds. 14.
Wait, this is still like,
Clive,
it's a
Clive,
metaphor,
think about
yeah?
this.
Where's Mr. Tiddlywinks?
5 in the box, Dad. He's in the box, or he might not be in the box. Who knows? We haven't opened the box. 3,
That's
Why
not
isn't the
my-
door opening?
2,
Why isn't
Well,
the door
I
opening?
look forward to it, no matter what it is.
1.
I'm proud of you, honey.
Boom! And scene.
Tragedy.
That I enjoyed that. So let's see here. Thank you, everybody. That was an excellent scene. I really enjoyed that. Let's see if we've got another word. Please, if you enjoyed that, please let our improvisers know in the chats. And if you've got another word for us, please put that in.
Couldn't
Let's
keep
see
that
here.
voice up much longer. I was starting to.
You made a choice. You made a choice, Al.
I did.
You stuck with it. Let's see here. Okay. Oh no, that's the same.
I want to know if he got rid of the silverfish from those comics. To be honest.
I think
We'll
the
never
silverfish
know.
maybe the only things that survived. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna pick a word from a sentence. The word for your next scene is let's see here. Let me get things set up. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we've done this in a situation online that people could see. So I'm gonna your word, and I'm gonna start this time. We're gonna shift one. We're gonna start with Sean, and your word is group. Group.
Hold on just a second. Sorry, you caught me at lunch rush. No, yeah, I do really enjoy working here at the diner in Spoon River. It's been enlightening, to say the least. You know, I mean, I've shift supervisor. You know, Barry the shift supervisor. That's more than I could have ever dreamed, which says a lot about Spoon River, to be honest. But I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, the hash browns here are the best I've ever had. Burgers are just fantastic, and it's wonderful. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, I could get up to the chef position. Now, I'm not reaching that far. I'm not going crazy with it, but you know, maybe they'll ask one day. Maybe they see the hard work I put in. It'd be nice, but even if I never attain that goal, shift supervisor is all right by me. You know, it's just.
Oh, hi, you've caught me in my favorite place. Hi, I'm Doris. This is my husband, Stan. I know it's a grave, but I come to see him every day. He's been gone for 50 years now, but I like to still see him, tell him what's going on in the town. Yeah, so I keep him up all hours of the night. I'll even come down at 2 a.m. And just see him. We've been living here forever. We met in kindergarten, and yes, we fell in love playing on the swings, and then I mean it was probably love at first sight, but who knows when you're like 4, like who knows? But it's just me now, all alone in our house. He died. Did I say he died? Yes, he's in a gravestone. Obviously, I told you that he died. Yes, I mean I don't have many friends. Just John and his gravestone, and I mean I have my 20 cats. But that's about it. No one really pays much attention to me here in the town, and it's not necessarily how I like it, but it's I put up with it. I guess. I guess I'll die at some point, and maybe they'll be happy. Maybe that'll make them laugh. Who knows?
Yes, so what you need to understand is I am a real American. But what I can let people in on is actually I am not American at all. I go from town to town and I steal things. I usually go to the graveyard and I will steal an identity of a corpse. And then I will live in the town as that person until I have sapped the town, and then Spoon River, they will give me all of their things and I will move on. And that is why they call me the Nightcrawler. Yeah. I crawl from place to place. I take what I need, and I leave no trace of anything before. And they were like, who was it that came in mysteriously in the night, and just one day vanished just as mysteriously?
I've been wandering now for nearly 3 years across these United States of America, and finally I find myself here in Spoony River. You may wonder why I walk so long. Well, let me tell you. There is treasure to be found. Rumor has it that a dead man, he wasn't dead when he came here, but he's dead now. He came here, not when he was dead, he died after that, and apparently buried some treasure. Now, the other thing is, there's a man who may be here ahead of me. He's known as the Nightcrawler, and he too is looking for the treasure here in Spoony River.
Oh. Okay. Hang on.
Hey there, friend. Joe Josen. I'm the sole proprietor, main salesperson, and main ad guy for Joe Josen's Ford. We sell Fords, Kias, Geos, and any car in between that. 90 days, same as cash, whatever the almighty hell that means. Basically, anything that you could want used car-wise, you come to Joe Josen. I have the best deals in Spoon River. In fact, I have the best deals anywhere in the Tri-County area. They're so insane, I can't mention them in advertisements. Go to the website. Business is...
They gave me the mop. Of all the lousy downgrades that could have ever happened, it was mop duty. This isn't how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to be comfortable at my shift supervisor position. I was supposed to wait tables, bust them, say hi to people, not mop. I'm sorry. I shouldn't lose my temper because the hash browns are burning, but what is there anymore but burnt hash browns in here? I thought that they cared about me a little bit, but hey, really, I'm just another employee. I'm not Barry. I'm employee number 275. It's really, I'm gonna have to make changes around this diner because this is not the status quo that I had here. Things are gonna change soon.
Oh, you've caught me dirty-handed. So something John and I always said when we were younger is that we wanted to move town, but we didn't. And so what I do is every day I move his body to a different grave plant, and we just move I move all the stones, and I move. Yes, I do have to move all the bodies and all the contents into the different graves, but it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I have been told by my grandson Barry. Oh, you might know him as employee 275. Yes, him. Yeah, he likes his hash browns. He's a horrible cook, but he tells me, Grandma, you shouldn't really be doing things like this. Grave digging is apparently illegal in Spoon River, but I call it moving old people around so they feel a bit more happier, you know. Oh, sorry. Oh, cobwebs. Oh,
Howdy, y'all. It's me, good old Hank. No, wait, look, it is really me. I am the Nightcrawler. But I have found a place where I can stay undercover here. I am working in this diner as old Hank, and when I'm there, I'm secretly changing all of the menu. There will be no more hash browns. There will only be pierogi. Yes, we only want the Polish dumplings. And once everyone is fat on the dumplings, I will be able to take and pick whatever I want from them. Oh, now, who wants the next order?
Well, as always, my first port of call is going to be the diner, because that is where you receive all sorts of interesting information. It's #1 rule in any treasure hunter's handbook. And I have reason to believe that the one called the Nightcrawler may be working there. But
Freeze.
I'll catch him out.
Let's
if
see a
it's-
scene between the mysterious stranger and Barry.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I know it's
Hi,
a little.
sorry.
I know it's a little late, but I was hoping you'd still be open.
It's 24 hours, and they got me on for 17 of them. So,
Well, do I just take a seat, or do you show me to a seat?
oh no, seat yourself. I'll be back with it. Oh wait, old hag, they need a menu.
Old hag.
Yeah, we're big around nicknames here. I'm a 275.
I see. Well, I just want some coffee, if that's okay.
Yeah, my other employee isn't here at the moment. I'll get you coffee. Hold on. Here you go.
Well, thank you very much.
So, what
That's
brings you to town? I'm sorry.
is that some sort of weapon?
It's a mop. It could be a weapon. Just water.
I'm fairly sure you took that off the wall.
That's where the mop hangs.
That is, you do know that's a shotgun, don't you?
Oh, damn it! Not again.
This
Sorry,
really
sorry.
is a strange place. I just wanted to know, have you taken on any new employees lately?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. I had a little mop water in my ear.
That's the gun again.
Man, we have way too many guns for a small town diner. Do you want one? Apparently we have some spare.
I would love one.
So I'm a level with you. Joe Josen isn't doing so well. I mean, sales are actually kind of down. Spoon River's already got as many cars as it's going to need. Occasionally, someone's will break down and they'll need to buy a new one, but, well, they aren't buying them fast enough for old Joe Josen to stay in business. So I'm having to think about new avenues to stir up business. These pierogies are real good. Wait a minute. What if... Wonder if they need a sponsorship deal.
Freeze. Let's see a scene with Joe and Hank.
Howdy.
Well, hey there.
Hey.
You know me, Joe Josen. I'm from the commercials, right?
Absolutely, I know you from the commercials. Why, I will be your server today. What can I get you? Can I get you started with some water?
Actually, I will take a water, but I'd also like a couple of those pierogies. I'd like to catch your ear for a moment if I could, friend.
Absolutely. Would you like any arugula with that?
What was that?
I'm not 100% sure. But
Well,
what do you want to chinwag about there, son?
chinwag, I like that turn of phrase. Mr. Hank, you said your name was?
Yes, just call me Hank, surnames, they seem so informal these days.
Well, that's fair, Hank. Well, I own the auto business, and I've been thinking about, working up a little co-op situation, making it so that my business, which is thriving and very strong, and I'm making a lot of money and getting so much sex, if I were to combine that with your business, which, while still up and coming, has a very, very strong product in these pierogies.
Well, absolutely. I think we got a business deal that we can put pen to paper within the hour. I just think that if you sign this, I've got a document right here. Just because on every placemat there can be a document. So if you just sign away, then you will be fine and dandy. Oh, would you like some more pierogies with that?
You know what? I would love some more pierogies, Mr.
Okay, you sit down.
So, so yes, an old lady's got to keep herself busy. So, as well as grave digging, as my grandson likes to call it, a couple of years ago, I offered to work in the diner with him as well. And he was like, "Oh, Grandma, we need nicknames." He called me Old Hag, so I wrote him out the will. But I enjoy being there. Lots of new people come and go. I mean, as an old lady, I don't get much action as it would be, but I like to see the gentlemen coming in and out this town. Oh,
Free-
to say
freeze.
that actually,
Freeze. Let's see a scene with Barry and her in the diner.
oh, bear. When
I really should have let you pick a different nickname, but oh well.
I your hash browns are burning again for the 17th time today.
They're not my hash browns, remember? Demoted.
Oh yes, mop boy. Barry, when are you going to find yourself a nice girl or boy? I'm very open, very open-minded. But when are you going to find someone and settle down and give me some great grandchildren?
Probably about when you stop digging in the graveyard for Grandpa.
Oh, I'm not digging for him. I know where he is. I just like to move him around. And it's a mouth like that, young boy, that made you get out of my will. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do. I could die right now and you'll just be mop boy.
I mean, if I'm already out of the will, what do I have to lose? I've already lost shit supervisor, so there's nothing more for me except mops.
But no, you're a very intellectual boy. You could make anything of yourself. I believe in you.
Like what? Host?
Well, I mean, maybe you should think outside the diner. Maybe a car salesman. Maybe, oh, you could do grave digging with me. Like, I make so much mess. I'm sure the local townspeople will pay you to. No, grave digging not for you. Okay.
You had me at car salesman.
Oh, okay. First, you just pick the first thing that Grandma says, and then you're fine with it. Fine.
No, I will be honest. I am not good with a mop because I have been picking up shotguns like crazy. Lord knows what happens when I try to pick up a shovel.
Well, Bear, that is how your grandfather died. You accidentally picking up a gun.
Freeze.
Remember?
Let's see him go to the car dealership and apply for a job. Hang on. That didn't work the way I thought it would. There we go.
Well, hey there. Welcome to JoJo. Welcome to Hanks Ford. What can I do for you?
Are y'all accepting applications for salesman positions by any chance?
Let me ask the owner.
Owner?
Hey, Mr. Hank.
Yes.
This young gentleman is asking if you have any openings, sir.
Well, we've got some openings. If we could just fill out some paperwork, could you just perhaps put your Vladimir Newton down here on the old thing? Sorry, the John Hancock. Just sign that. I'll fill in the rest of the details later. I always think a blank page is a good starting point. Yeah. So, son, what can we do for you here? You want a job?
Yeah, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Have a pierogi.
Oh, please. We
That's
have
how it got
pierogies
me
like,
too.
We have pierogies like this at the diner. They're
Yeah. Oh wow, it's an old family recipe. They're popping up everywhere, state to state, city to city, town to town. Down one.
Mr. Hank, you were one sick son of a bitch, but I love the way you run a business.
Yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Excuse me. I think I can sense some kind of mysterious stranger. I'm just gonna have to step out of the office.
Yes. The mysterious stranger enters the car dealership.
Hello
I'm
there.
still here.
I see.
Welcome
You've
to Hank's
changed the
Ford.
name of this dealership recently.
Yes.
Sir, Mr. Hank owns this place. I'll see if he's available. Excuse me.
Hank.
Mr.
Oh,
Hank, come back.
I
I've
think
seen
I'm still
that
here.
name before. Now, I was wondering, but didn't I see you in the diner just earlier?
Yeah. I've decided to have a change in employment.
Oh, well, that seems like a sudden decision, but, well, thank you for the shotgun.
Yeah, of course. Anytime.
So, one of the greatest things about living here since you were born is you get to see all the comings and goings. And along with my grave digging, I quite like that term now, grave digging. I've taken all the kind of the thing. I don't take the bodies. Don't worry, I don't take the bodies, but I take everything else from the gravestones and I leave them in my house. And one of the greatest things is that I'm pretty sure one day someone's going to come looking for that treasure, and they're not going to find it. No. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if I just dropped dead and no one found what they were looking for? I know Barry wants to get into my will, and there's a funny-looking man that keeps on looking at me. His name is Hank. Like, who has a name Hank? What type of name is that? That's obviously.
Freeze. One night, Hank comes to the old lady's house.
Hello.
Oh, I was expecting someone else.
Stan, your ex-husband. I have come back to life.
My ex-husband was called John, not
That's
Stan.
what I mean. My name is John. I've come back to life to find you.
Can you just come a little bit closer, please?
Yes, of course. Look at old John here in the eyes.
No, I know. Oh, I know who
Yes,
you.
it's your dearly.
No, John. No,
I have
John.
come to so we could share our inheritance. Where is the treasure?
John, you and I know we never had an inheritance. You know.
No, actually, so we need to make sure that our grandchild, Basri, can so inherit. So
John,
I need to know, where? Because I hear there is this terrible night crawler around. So if you entrust me with the riches.
A terrible night crawler. Well, John, I'm loving the Russian accent that you've now got.
I'm American.
Yes, of course, yeah, yes, of course you are. Well, can I just check? How did you die, John? How did you die? I feel I need to test you because you.
Oh no. Okay, so suddenly, my heart went. Oh no! Dramatic death.
Okay.
And then it stopped, and there was no more life, and I was a cadaver.
Okay, John, can you just do me a couple of favors and just take 2 steps backwards, please?
Yes. You see?
Now, don't worry while the door shuts itself on your face.
No, wait. Oh, curses.
Well, I've been everywhere in Spoony River. The car dealership had been renamed Hank's Fords, which is a pseudonym name that the Nightcrawler uses. Also, it smelled a lot of pierogi, which is one of his call signs. I made my way to the graveyard, and what I found there stunned me.
Freeze.
Luckily, I was...
What he found at the graveyard, which was the Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Oh.
I knew we would meet here. You think I wouldn't recognize you? In this town, the stench of pierogi is overwhelming.
How did you know it was me?
The accent was a giveaway, and then you took over the car dealership. You could never resist a co-sponsorship.
Oh, this is true. Did you trap me? Was that Joe Johnson, one of your minions?
No, I didn't hear what you said there, but I'm sure it was terribly evil.
I was just thinking that may have been an interesting plot twist, but no.
I wish I'd heard it.
Well,
I suppose this is your doing, is it? Every single grave in the Spoony River graveyard dug up.
Freeze!
No!
A few meters away, they see Grace digging graves.
What the hell's going on around here?
It's my wife.
Your wife?
Yes.
You've settled down here?
No, I tried to steal her identity of her husband.
Right.
But you slammed the door in my face.
Hello, darling. Are you all right? You look troubled.
I just wanted to make sure that you two are okay, because young fellas like yourself shouldn't be out this late. It's not safe, you know.
And why's that?
But I am the master of disguise. I died 40 years ago.
I believe I heard you were called the Night Crawler, but you're not crawling, my friend. You're standing. So that's not a very good name, is it? No, crawling in the night, crawling on your all fours would make more sense.
But if I go down, you will not see me.
Oh, what a shame.
No, he's vanished.
What are you looking for in this graveyard?
Well,
I am back.
Oh my...
Oh,
Hank. Stop.
nothing really shocks me as an old lady anymore. What are you looking for, Mr.
We are
Exterior
looking
Stranger?
for the treasure of Stanley John.
The treasure of Stanley John. Can I tell you a funny thing, gentlemen?
Please
Yes.
do.
Stanley John, or John as I like to call him, treasure is me, his wife.
Aw.
What?
Right.
But I do
Maybe-
not want you.
Well then, this has been a pointless search for you then, sir, hasn't it? Because I am his treasure. He left me here in this town. He was hoping that someone would find me and, you know, maybe wed me, but it's been 50 years since he died.
I tried that. You slammed the door in my face. What kind of mixed messaging is this?
You tried to marry her?
No, he tried to pretend to be John, but John would know how he was killed by his grandson, not, my heart just
Look.
gave out with my Russian accent.
I'm not
Yes.
entirely sure what's happening here, but I've been walking the entire length of this country for 4 years in search of this treasure, and now you're telling me it's just an old lady. No offense.
No offense taken, yes. Isn't that
Right.
beautiful, though? Isn't that beautiful? Like a man started a historical search for another man's treasure. Isn't that's just that's beautiful.
The lengths I have gone to. I
always kind of thought it was ironic that the silverware is actually pure gold.
And scene. Always thought it was kind of ironic. Yay!
That was
I
fun.
enjoyed that. That was fun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Because it's an hour show. And half of these people, it's midnight or more for them.
Oh, it's 2 a.m.
2
Oh,
a.m.
man.
I watch the time and I think, how much longer can they keep their eyes open? Good job, everybody. That was a lot of fun to watch. Ladies and gentlemen out there in the audience, if you enjoyed that, please give us a like, a follow on the YouTube, on the Facebook, all those crazy things, the Instagrams, the tweeters. Just look for Improv Chattanooga. And we're going to go around the horn here and see what our various players have got going on. We'll do it in numerical order. Joe Jonathan, what do you got going on?
Well, as always, I will be with Improv Chattanooga every Friday night, and I'm not super familiar, but David, the team that I was with made it to the semifinals.
yeah.
When's their next show? I just want to plug them, for team solidarity and such.
Okay, the next show is.
Oh, David doesn't
November
know.
10th.
Tomorrow. There's one tomorrow.
November
Okay,
10th.
so
10th.
Okay, so
okay.
Extreme Improv, they're doing a competition, and I was briefly with the group, the La Mafia, was that what we were called? La Mafia?
Just mafia.
Mafia. So yeah, I was just with them for a guest stint, but team strong. So yeah, the Mafia, they'll be performing at the Extreme Improv, and yeah, I'll be here every Friday night. So yeah.
Very good. Sean, have you got anything going on?
Aside from being here with Improv Chattanooga every so often, no. I'm usually in drive-thrus around the area, and that's pretty much it.
Are you
But you
giving
can catch me here.
You can catch you here. Okay, we'll okay. If he serves you food, give it back. Okay, Laura, what about yourself?
Yeah, so Facebook and Instagram, Laura H_improviser. Dave Sarton did a good job at kicking me and my team off, so we lost, but well done to Mafia. So I'm not going to be performing in the Extreme Team Championships again. And I'll be here on Friday next week, but I just want to plug on Thursday, if you tune in around 5 p.m. GMT, that would be midday EST. I'll be live on Facebook shaving my head for charity. So please watch, please donate. Or just watch and laugh. See what who knows what this will look like with no hair. This is what it'll look like with no hair, guys. Come and watch.
Tell us about the charity.
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to be donating all my hair, which I have quite a lot of it, to Princess Trust, which here in the UK, they use your hair to make wigs for kids with cancer. And then the shaved head is for Cats Protection, because I'm a big cat lover. So Cats Protection is a charity here that looks after homeless cats and finds homes for them, gives them treatment and stuff like that. So.
Very good. Now, if you're interested in supporting Laura in that, there's a link on the Improv Chattanooga Facebook page. So let's see.
And as a note, Laura really acquitted herself very well in the show, but that was to be expected because Laura is quite good.
There you go.
Thank you,
Mr. Postansky. Tell us about the extreme. You know what? Actually, let's let. I know you got to speak for like 4 minutes, so let's let Al. Al, tell us about your stuff, and then we'll come back to Mr. Postansky.
Yeah, I've just realized I've created a kind of inception or insertion.
Insertion. you gotta, David. You gotta cut that out and make it a clip. I made my wife.
I still haven't watched it back yet.
Oh, it's so funny.
I'll have to look at it. Yeah, I'm one half of comedy double act The Electric Head with Cy Henty. We're doing some scripted stuff that is hopefully coming out soon. But we also have a weekly podcast every Monday, which we've taken a bit of a break from, but that is starting up again this last Monday. It started, so please check that out. You can also, I've got a plug, we've got 4 days left on the Power Tool Cheerleaders and the boy band of the Screeching Dead Kickstarter. I think we're nearly there. We've got a couple of grand to go, so put some money into Laura's charity, and then if you've got any change, put it into this movie.
All right,
please.
Yeah, and if you're interested in zombie movies, I pledged at the level where you get to record zombie sounds for the movie, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So, Mr. Postansky, what are you up to? Oh, that's lovely.
So,
it looks like Jesus.
What?
Wait. Hang on a second. All right, there we go.
That's coming out in other shows.
Oh, that's
so
good.
Confusing.
That's good.
I wish I'd done that. Sorry,
David, what have you got going on?
So we're midway through the Extreme Improv Extremes Team Championship, and it's on basically every night at 8 p.m. until next Thursday, where teams are going through this tournament to decide who will be the first ever team champions that we've done. There's guest shows every day. The best place to find the schedule for everything is at extremeimprov.co.uk. And I just want to thank Improv Chattanooga and Diz for letting me play with you guys, because it is so much fun just to be able to do it where you're not organizing everything at the same time.
Yes, absolutely. And let's see, we skipped, we went out, so that's me. I am playing in the Extreme Champion thing tomorrow with my team, the Geek Squad, or the Geek.
I'm on that team.
Yeah, Al and I are on that team. And we crushed it the other day.
I didn't mention it. I thought David had it covered.
Oh, well, I'm just telling. Oh, that's a good point. But I got nothing else to talk about except this. So, yeah, we'll be doing Spoon River the rest of this month every Friday night. So tune back in and give us some words and stuff. We will be off the week of Thanksgiving, simply because my wife will kill me if I'm not. Tune in for the Extreme Team Championship. We're hoping to take the nerd. What are we called again? It's right there. The Geek Squadron.
They should have just been called the Nerds.
Nerd Patrol. We're called Nerd Patrol.
The Nerd Patrol will crush you. Will crush you beyond your Schwarzschild radius into a black hole. See, I brought it back around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let me get everybody back on the screen. And Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. This is the point in the show when I would normally tell you to go vote, but you did. You went and you voted in record numbers here in America. Can give
Did you want
yourselves
to share? Look, this is my heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
right. That's
Nice.
very static.
It is.
You're still alive.
Is that an actual EKG recording?
Yeah, it's
of
an
it?
actual thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
What
I've got
happened
my-
at the end there?
What happened at the end? The same thing that happens to all of us, Al. At the end. Oh, geez, that got dark. Thank you for voting, America, especially my current resident state of Georgia. Thank you for busting, kicking ass, and all that stuff. And while we wait for the final results to come in, we hope that we made you laugh a little bit and had a good time watching this nonsense. Since voting is over, what I'm going to say to you now is wear a damn mask. Unlike what you may have heard from somebody on your TV, the COVID virus is not going away anytime soon. So that was what we call a lie in the business of being people. And so we would prefer that if you wear a mask, and that I one day very soon get to go and visit all these lovely people across the pond, and that they can come here and play with us on our stage as well. So that's it for us here at Improv Chattanooga and Spoon River. Remember, I don't have a catchphrase. Just wear a damn mask, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.